Jeff, Zach, thanks for joining me.
Hey, Steve.
I,
Hey, good to see you guys. We're talking about modular housing gaining ground. People have been talking about this forever, but we're actually starting to finally see some really big projects. The country's largest apartment operator, they're opening a six-building modular apartment complex with a gym, an amphitheater, courts, and they've got other projects lined up, six more modular projects in their U.S. pipeline, where they are basically prefabbing this stuff, building it off-site, and then assembling it there. And, this does reduce labor costs, which have been going higher. By buying materials in bulk for your production facility, it can lower material costs. And with concerns about labor costs and concerns about inflation around material costs, um, you know, we're seeing, estimates that the modular market is going to triple to being about 6.6% of the industry, still below 10. But when you think of the entire industry, that's actually getting to be a meaningful number here, and the growth is certainly meaningful. Your thoughts on this whole modular trend that seems to be taking off?
well,
Look, you're about to say something, but I'll start because I think I want to clear the air. I think people hear modular and they think manufactured, right? Like they think something like a mobile home. That's not what we're talking about. We're talking about something that's made out of wood or made out of concrete or made out of something. Maybe it's even tilt wall construction, something of the sort. It's made off site and then actually put into and used on site. So you've got everything there and everything is in place and it's ready to go. It's just constructed or built together almost like Legos, right? And I
yeah,
think maybe some people don't really recognize and that doesn't somehow lessen what it is. It doesn't mean that it's worth less. It's just cheapening the cost to do it, which is a good thing. The other side is maybe some of the nuance that people don't really recognize is that, like Legos, if you're not putting it on a stable surface, you might have some problems with it. But I think that's where the real development comes into play here is that you got to realize what you're doing, to put something modular together and make it work for a long time. It's not as hard as people might want to make it out to be, or even maybe it is as easy as people want to make it out to be. So
well,
I think
let me
that's fair.
let's back up a little bit to what you were saying in terms of it's not manufactured housing, i.e., mobile homes.
Right?
Um, Picture it like the automobile factory assembly line,
Yeah,
right? That's
exactly.
exactly what we're talking about is you are building everything on an assembly line in an exact sequence to an exact process, and you are doing it within a margin of error that is less than if you had guys on site doing it by hand on the actual property. So what you're getting is a better constructed, tighter construction property or project in pieces that are easier and quicker to assemble, that
That's
are
correct.
cheaper to assemble because of the process that then come out and when they are fully assembled on site, fully resemble, you would never know whether it was modular or not.
That's
So
right.
you're getting a better, more energy efficient house. You're getting better insulation, you're getting better sound attenuation, you're getting better plumbing and electric, you're getting longer lasting, stronger material, stronger housing at a cheaper cost. Um, this has been around for more than a decade, and I don't know why it hasn't taken off sooner. But the fact that you see Greystar, which is the largest apartment and multifamily operator in the country, that they are actually doing this, that means that it's gaining mainstream appeal. And I guarantee you they've got six out of probably 60 projects. You'll never be able to know which one of the 60 is actually modular. You might actually guess because it might actually be better than the other ones. So if we can get to that point, I think we're going to see housing affordability potentially come back the other way for the consumer. But I
Well,
won't
I mean,
touch the job layoffs that might occur from the all of the people that do construction that now might not have jobs. So that might
I,
be a video.
yeah, I mean, I'd add to it. I would actually say it maybe a little bit differently. Is one of the largest providers is trying to find another way to reduce their costs to continue to develop and suit the need for housing that just isn't there, and they're finding a way to do it that is equally as stable and equally as good, just at a reduced cost for them. Doesn't lessen the value of what it actually is, and It's a
Well,
multifamily product.
devil's advocate here, if they do it cheaper, I think that it could benefit the consumer. The
100%.
well, the real question is, do they actually come out and charge less money to the
No.
consumer, or do they put the extra money in their pocket? That becomes the problem, and only time will tell that. I think if it was done right and done well, it would benefit the consumer, and they get a better product. But there's no way to know. And honestly, in the comments, I guarantee you, someone will point out that greed will take over, and the layman is never going to see the benefit of all of this. Innovation, as it
Yeah,
were.
and and sorry, Steve, I know you probably want to add to, but I was going to say the reality is it's about a profit margin. It's about the ability to either, or even for that matter, staying power, right? Like your ability to reduce your costs so that your costs aren't high. You don't have to charge more from a rental rate. If you did have to meet the market so that people have affordable housing, you can. But let's be honest, they're going to charge as much as they can because it's still housing.
Yeah, and I think my view is a kind of optimistic and pessimistic. I'm optimistic that actually this has legs. It is going to increase efficiencies. I'm pessimistic in that it might just tread water instead of reducing costs or just mitigate cost increases. Because we've been seeing it in this business. We've been seeing material costs going up. We've been seeing worker costs going up. So my suspicion is that yeah, this is going to help, but it's going to help in terms of reducing the increases, not actually lowering the prices. That we're
Yeah,
going to continue to see inflationary pressures, and this is just going to be a way to try to keep them from getting too out of control.
for sure.
Okay. Thanks a lot for the insights, guys. If you have a question or a comment, but hey, question, let us know a topic you want us to address, some questions you have about real estate. Give us a thumbs up if you enjoyed the video, subscribe if you haven't, and visit our website, selectfincap.com, and get on our free newsletter, weekly newsletter, to see trends and news in commercial real estate and real estate investing. Thanks a lot, guys.
Thanks,
Thank you,
Steve.
Steve.